On August 29th of 2004, 22-year-old Daniel Brahm and his friend 21-year-old John Hutcherson went out on a Saturday night to a local Marietta, Georgia bar to watch a NASCAR race. On the way home from the bar, Brahm stuck his head out of the passenger side window and was decapitated by a support wire from a telephone pole. John, not realizing what had happened to his friend, continued on his way to his house, finally reaching his destination. He parked his truck in his driveway with Brahm's headless corpse still sitting in the passenger seat. The next morning around 8 a.m., a man walking with his child noticed the truck with Brahm sitting inside and immediately called 911. The police arrived and found John inside his house still somewhat inebriated and not knowing what was going on. After locating the accident site, they found Brahm's head and quickly summarized that John had driven about 10 feet off the road where Daniel lost his life. John Kemper Hutcherson was immediately arrested and charged with 1 count of vehicular homicide and 1 count of driving under the influence. He eventually pled guilty and received 5 years in state prison. He was a hard worker, said his father, Dan Brahm, of his son Daniel. He started as a porter at a Jeep dealership and worked his way up to joining the mechanic's apprenticeship program. He also said he holds no animosity towards John or his family. Quote, "It's just a bad situation and we have to move on," unquote. And here we are at the Calvary Cemetery here in Louisville, Kentucky, and right in front of me is the final resting place of Francis Daniel Brahm. November 3rd, 1981 to August 29, 2004, son of Dan and Kathy Brahm. You know, this kid's death was plastered all over social media back in those days, and I remember this story. It almost seemed like something from some kind of a scary novel, but unfortunately, you know, most of us will never have the feeling of a loved one, a son, dying in such a horrific fashion, and it being, you know, all over the newspapers and websites and what have you. Ultimately, at the end of the day, a very tragic and horrific accident, and, you know, there's always the what ifs, and I'm not speaking for the family. I don't have any children, but I would always think, what if his friend that was driving would have just called a cab and went home, you know what I mean? But young kids being reckless, young, drinking, partying, have a good time. Hey, it was just a horrible accident. And I'm pretty sure that guy driving, I'm pretty sure he thinks about it every day. And, you know, his best friend is dead because of him. So, you know, just a sad story all around, you know. That's why I always say, guys, be safe when you go out, when you party. Hey, if you're drinking, hey, you know, we have Uber now, but even then back then, you know, they had taxis. Call a taxi, call an Uber, call a friend. You know, if you feel like you've had too much to drink, that's okay. Hey, $20, $30, $40 Uber ride, you're good to go. You'll wake up the next day, and Monday, you'll wake up and go to work and start all over again, huh? But again, rest in peace to Frankie, and my condolences to the family. All right, guys, Lamont at large, I'm signing off. I'll catch up with you on the next vlog. Be safe out there, guys, always. Peace out.